Good morning. Oh boy, this is going to be a really fun one today. So I'm super glad you're all here. Happy Monday. Ooh. So yesterday, it's been raining here. Rained pretty much all day yesterday, and it's still a little wet out there. So I'm sure we got some overnight rain. And so yesterday, Tim and I woke up to the rain, and we were like, "This is a perfect day to go hiking because nobody's going to be out." And we were right. Nobody was out. You know why? Because it was raining. So we were soaked, but it was awesome. It was so fun. Drove up the hill, did this beautiful hike, and what was funny is it wasn't, I mean, the rain definitely got us. It was, every so often it would really start raining. But we were walking through these bushes that had these beautiful bright yellow flowers all over them. It was gorgeous. It was raining, but it was gorgeous. And so we're walking through these bushes, and what didn't get drenched from above was like these wet bushes smacking us. Anyway, it was really fun. Took the dogs. Dogs were soaked, but they seemed to really dig that. My dogs were awesome. So what I was thinking was that today we would do a couple special postures, a couple little extra stretches that are especially good for hiking, backpacking, you go for long walks, that kind of thing. So we'll do a few extra stretches that are especially good for that. You will need either a strap or a band, or you could use an extra shirt or a towel or something like that, because we'll use that in a couple of the postures just to get an assist, so you can get a little extra stretch. So if you don't have something that you can use handy nearby, don't worry, you got a couple minutes to grab it, and we'll use that for a couple extra little stretches. So anyway, gonna be a good day. So grab your mat, coffee, boom, put on your music, and grab some kind of a strap or something that you can use as one for later. Yay! All right, y'all, let's do this. So here's what I'm going to be using. It's just a little stretchy mini band. So something like this would be fine. Or, like I said, shirt, belt, towel, whatever. All right. Let's get started. Find that seated position, whatever it's looking like for you today. Get out the wiggles. And then when you're ready, just close your eyes. Focus in on those deep breaths. Enjoy some wind chimes. Focus on those inhales. Make them a little slower, a little deeper. And check in. What moves when you breathe? Giving those deep breaths a little extra room. Let's inhale, reach up, lift up, get tall. And exhale, hands back into your lap. And another one, inhale up. And exhale, back down. And just do a general check-in with how this seated position feels. Notice any tension. Notice any imbalances. Let's take a second to circle that torso around. Just check in with the muscles in your back. Just notice if you have any little hitches in that circle, any little flat spots or tight spots, and then circle around the other way. And just notice those spots without judgment, because remember, the next time we do this, it'll feel different. Come on back to center. And open your eyes. Let's move those deep breaths around. Inhale, reach up, lift up, get tall. Exhale and bow forward. Reach forward just as far as you feel comfortable going. If it feels good on your neck, you can just release those muscles. Let your head hang down, or let your forehead rest on the floor if you're down there. And focus on breathing across your back. Feel it widen and expand as you inhale. And inhale up, reach up, lift up, get tall. Stay tall, exhale and twist. Nice deep breaths right into the center of your body. Feel your abdomen expand. Inhale up, reach up, lift up, get tall, exhale, and twist the other way. Inhale up, reach up, lift up, get tall. Exhale over to one side. Top shoulder rolls back, top arm reaches over. Taking deep breaths into that open side. Feel your rib cage expand. Keep reaching. Keep breathing. And roll that shoulder down towards the floor. Feel that stretch. Move into your back. Let your breath follow it. And inhale up. Reach up. Lift up. Get tall. Exhale over to the other side. Top arm reaching over. Top shoulder rolls back. Nice deep breaths. Feel your rib cage expand. Keep reaching. Keep breathing. Roll your shoulder down towards the floor. Feel that stretch move into your back. Let your breath follow it. Inhale up. Exhale, reach forward, round back, separate your shoulder blades, tuck your chin. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, arms reach up. Lift up. Get tall. And exhale. Hands back in your lap. Let's close our eyes again. And we're just going to focus on those nice deep breaths. This time, letting everything expand at the same time. All right. Let's come up to all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And when you're putting your hands down, go fingertips first, then that first big set of knuckles, then your palms, balancing your weight a little more evenly. If that stretch is a little too intense on your wrists, then go ahead and move your hands forward a little bit. It's always a good option for you. And we are going to start, of course, with the extreme exhale. Whenever you're out hiking or backpacking, especially if you have a pack on, you want to make sure that your core is solid and strong and giving you all the support you need. So let's wake it up with that extreme exhale. Forceful exhale, blowing out as much air as you can, and then just keep pushing. Don't inhale. Keep pushing out those last little shreds of air until you can't push anymore. And then relax. Whew, and take a nice deep breath in. Let's do a bunch of these. Keep it going. Check in with your shoulders. Pushing the floor away. Resist the temptation to fall down between your arms. Pushing the floor away. Stay strong. Head stays in line with your spine, and as you push out those last little shreds of air, see if you can think of lengthening right in the center of your body, ribs and hips pulling apart. Keep going. Aaron, do one more. Ooh. And then let's sit back, let's take a little wrist break. So even if you're just walking with a small backpack, like 5-10 pounds, you don't need a whole lot of extra weight to feel the effects of it, especially if you're out for a long walk. So really think of keeping that core in nice and solid, especially as you go on in your walk and you start to get a little fatigued. That's where our slumpy posture starts to take over. So every so often, just get that little exhale going and turn on that core again. All right, back to all fours. We're going to get into our shoulder isolations. Spine neutral, hips neutral. Let's go protract, whoop, and retract. Separate your shoulder blades as much as you can, and then squeeze them together. In protract, resist the temptation to also flex your spine. Keep it neutral. And in retract, resist the temptation to also flex your hips. Keep them neutral. And if you saw that, it was incredibly subtle. It's a very small movement. The flex through your spine and the flex through your hips. It's very small, very subtle. So pay close attention. Everything's neutral. The only thing that's moving is your shoulder blades sliding together and sliding apart. And on retract, let them slide together and then give those muscles a little extra flex. Just get a little deeper into that retract. And then back to center. Stay neutral and go elevate and depress. Sliding your shoulder blades towards your ears and then back towards your hips. Same thing here. The only thing that's moving are those shoulder blades sliding up and down your rib cage. And then back to center. And let's go into cat and cow, combining our shoulder moves, adding on spinal and hip flexion. Here we go. First, retract and depress. Flex those hips, scoop your chest, look up. And then protract and elevate, flex your spine, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin. Inhale, retract, depress, tilt, look up. Exhale, protract, elevate, tuck, and round. Keep that going. Follow your own breathing. Couple more deep breaths in, and then when you're ready, exhale into neutral spine. And then sit back. Let's take a little wrist break. So shoulder position is another thing that's really important, especially if you're wearing a pack, because it's really easy to let your shoulders protract, because you've got these straps on your shoulders, and so our tendency is to protract and elevate this way to kind of fight that weight. So it's important to keep those shoulders back and down. And what I do is on my backpack, first of all, you can adjust your straps a lot on any backpack. So that's number one, find the perfect fit. It is so worth it. And then what I do is that most backpacks have a little chest strap, and so I think to avoid this posture, I think of pushing my sternum into the chest strap, and that will help you stay up nice and tall and resist this temptation when you've got a weight on your back. Okay, come on back down. Plant your left hand into the floor right underneath your shoulder, and we're gonna swing ourselves out to a little side half plank kind of thing here. So your hand is underneath your shoulder, knee is underneath your hip, and your foot can be out at whatever angle is going to help you have your balance. Think of pushing the floor away with that arm, so we're not here. Push the floor away, and then open your chest so that your shoulders are stacked, and then squeeze your glutes so your hips are stacked. Now this all by itself is a nice stretch. So if you want to hang out here and not go on, that is perfectly fine. But if you would like, you can add a quad stretch for this top leg. Just reach back and grab a hold. It's pretty intense. So go as far into it as you feel comfortable. And if it is too intense to actually grab your foot, this is one where you could potentially use that band. This is awkward. And do it this way, because then you don't have to be in as deep a flexed position for your knee as if you're actually grabbing your foot. So find the quad stretch that's working for you. Chest is tall, open, shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. Just a little something extra. All right. Then we do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to turn my back to you. So right hand down on the floor. Find that side plank first. Side half plank, I guess. Hand under shoulder. And then open your chest up so that your shoulders are stacked. Squeeze your glutes so that your hips are stacked. And you can stay right here. You're already getting a stretch for this top hip. You're already getting a little opener for your chest and for your shoulders. So if this is feeling good, you can stay right here. Or grab a hold of that foot with your band or with your hand and get just a little extra. Little extra stretch for those quads. And you'll feel that stretch extend itself up into your hip as well. Release that down. Come on back to all fours. A little extra something, something. All right. And then plant your left hand right underneath the middle of your chest. We're going to go into our twists. So reach that right arm under, tap your shoulder blade, reach out, push the floor away, and reach up. Reach under, and reach up. Reach under and reach up. Think of keeping your hips square to the wall behind you. Reach under and reach up. Reach under and reach up. Reach under, reach up. One more time, reach under and reach up. And switch hands. Left hand reaches under. And then up. Push the floor away with that right arm. Reach under. And reach up. Feel your left shoulder blade squeeze towards your right. Reach under. And up. Reach under. And up. Reach under. Reach up. Reach under. And up. Just a couple more. And then bring it back down. And we're going to sit back into child pose. Bring your knees together and sit back. Now we're going to take this child pose to a little angle. So let's go to the right first. You're going to reach that left arm across just as far as you feel like you can. And you can even bring your right hand right next to you and kind of push yourself over a little bit. Reach, reach, reach. Kind of big, deep stretch for that left side. Oh my gosh, this is going to feel so good. Walk that left hand away, and you can shift your hips a little bit towards the left to get just a little extra. Oh my God. This is so much more amazing than I expected it to be. Feels so good. So one of the things you feel, of course, when you are wearing a pack is you feel like you're shortening your body in the center. We kind of collapse on ourselves. So this stretch right here all by itself helps to lengthen, helps to open everything back up. Oh my God, that was amazing. All right, let's do it on the other side. Reach your right arm across. Bring that left hand right next to you and really reach with that right arm, and you can kind of shift your hips off your feet just a little bit to get even more, and just take deep breaths. Feel your rib cage expand. So this is an angled child pose. Such a simple, just a simple variation. It feels incredible. All right, come back to, I think I'm taller. Woo, yeah. All right. Okay, remember that one. Here we go, back to all fours. Plant your palms. We're going to get up into our down dog. Plant your hands right under your shoulders. Turn your toes under. Nice deep breath in. And let's push and pull. Woo, back into down dog. Hips up and back. Chest is pressing back towards your knees. Now we've done a lot of extra mobility today just to start off with through the upper back, shoulders, chest. So you may feel a little better about bringing your upper body all the way back into that nice long line. So remember that if your hamstrings are tight, shoulders, chest are tight, you kind of end up here where you're looking at your hands. And you want to press yourself back till your head is between your biceps. Elevate those shoulders. They are retracted and elevated, kind of a different combination. And then keep your hips square. Let's walk that dog. Press one heel down, pull the other knee in. Start by keeping your hips square, getting into calves and hamstrings. And then start letting your hips move up and down, side to side. Snap, crackle, pop. Just getting your joints moving around. Hips, knees, ankles, toes. Feel that stretch move around a little bit too. All right, then
and bend your knees evenly, coming up onto the balls of your feet. Scoop your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Feel that scoop. And then start pressing your knees back. Start pressing your heels down. Just going as far as you can without losing that scoop. And walk your feet to your hands. Ooh. And come on, all the way up. Mountain pose. All right. Find that spot where your weight is balanced evenly front to back and side to side on your feet. Feet can be together or hip distance or anywhere in between. Shoulders are back and down. Just take a couple deep breaths right here. Inhale and reach up, lift up, get tall. Exhale right back down into mountain pose, staying tall. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Moving on, inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down, hinging at your hips. Bend your knees so you can get stomach to thighs, chest to knees. Tuck your cheeks in towards your shins. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, tuck. Inhale, all the way back up. It's with a swan dive, a little reverse swan dive. Reach up at the top. Exhale, mountain. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, get that long flat back. Inhale and reverse swan dive all the way back up. Reach up at the top. And exhale, mountain. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way back up, reach up at the top. Exhale, mountain. All right, we're gonna add on the vinyasa. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift, big deep breath. Hands underneath your shoulders, step back, plank. Let's find it. Slight protraction through your shoulders. Tucking hips and ribs together like you're trying to flatten out that little curve in your lower back. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, elbows go straight back, chest and chin hover above the floor. Inhale, scoop forward and up into up dog. Shoulders are retracted and depressed. Turn your toes under and push and pull back, down dog. Inhale, back into that plank. You can do this on your knees. Exhale, chaturanga, same thing. You can do this on your knees. Inhale, scoop forward and up, and instead of up dog, you can do baby cobra, leaving your rib cage on the floor. Exhale, push and pull back into down dog or child pose. All of that is easier on wrists, elbows, shoulders, and lower back. If any of that is talking to you today, take one of those modifications. Come on back into plank, on your knees or on your toes. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, knees or toes. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, down dog or child pose. Inhale, feet to hands, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, tuck it all in. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way back up. Reach up at the top. Exhale. Mountain pose. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Hands down. Step back plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Scoop it up as you inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, down dog or child pose. Inhale, feet to hands, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, find that long spine. Reverse swan dive, inhaling all the way to the top. And exhale, mountain pose. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Hands down. Step back plank. Go through your vinyasa. From down dog, let's inhale that right foot all the way up between your hands. And bring that left knee down. We're coming into our low lunge. Low lunge today. And this, we might, we're getting into the stretch where you might want your band or your shirt or your towel or whatever. So starting off, find your balance. If you're feeling really wobbly, a super easy way to find that balance is to just move that right foot out to the side a little bit so you're more on railroad tracks than on a balance beam. So that is one way to get that balance happening. Knee is over ankle on the right side. Let's just squeeze those glutes, tucking that tailbone under, getting a little extra hip stretch for that left hip. And then we're going to add on. We're going to add on a quad stretch. So we're going to pick up that left foot, just like we did in that little side plank. So this may be one where you want that band around your foot. Find that balance. And you can pull that foot up just as high as you feel okay going. Or maybe you can grab the whole thing. Keep squeezing through your glutes so that you're still, happy balance, so that you're still getting that hip stretch in the process. Oh my God. Okay, y'all, cement real hard on the knees. So keep squeezing through your glutes, still getting that hip stretch, even as you're adding on the quad stretch. And then release that. And we're going to add a chest opener as well. So reach your hands back behind you, interlace your fingers, and open up that chest. And this is another spot where if you can't quite grab those hands behind you, you can grab a shirt or a towel or whatever instead and still feel like you've got something to lift against. So this is another spot where you could hold on to that band. Opening up through your chest. Keep squeezing through your glutes, especially on that left side. Don't lose the hip stretch. Whew. And shake it out. Bring your hands back down. Let's inhale back into plank. Nice deep breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Let's go through that vinyasa. Inhale, left foot forward, all the way up between your hands, dropping that right knee down. And find your low lunge, knee over ankle on the left. And you kind of arrange your feet and that knee in whatever way is making you feel the most balanced. Squeezing your glutes on the right side to get that little hip stretch. And then we can add on the quad stretch. Ooh. Just realized I have a towel in here. Oh, well, that's much better. Please feel free to join me in this if your knee is talking to you. So leaning in, nice hip stretch going, and don't lose the hip stretch just because you're adding on the quad stretch, with or without the band, whatever you need. And you might feel like this stretch is plenty without grabbing a hold of your foot. You can also just hang out and enjoy that hip stretch too. Keep squeezing through your glutes. Think of tucking your tailbone under, and that'll give you just an amazing stretch right there. Keep breathing. And then release that. Let's get that chest stretch. Hands back behind you, interlace your fingers, and open up that chest. So feel your shoulders retract and depress, lifting your sternum up. You can also be grabbing a hold of your towel or whatever if you can't grab your hands behind you. So whenever you're hiking or walking, if you're going uphill, we tend to hinge forward at those hips, of course, to help support the extra weight that's on our back. So hips get real tight on a hike or in a backpacking situation where you've got weight on your back. So it's super important to get all that opened up. All right, let's come on back down. Woo! Oh, man. And inhale back into your plank. Go through your vinyasa. Inhale, feet to hands, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way back up, reach up at the top. And exhale, mountain pose. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift one more time. Nice deep breath. Hands come down, step back plank. Go through your vinyasa. Alrighty, we're going to take this down dog and we're going to twist it. So this is a good time to really check in with this nice long line you have from your hands all the way back to your tailbone. So get that little scoop going in your tailbone. Press your chest back towards your knees. Retract your shoulder blades and elevate your shoulder blades. Get that long line. And if your hamstrings are still feeling a little tight, it is absolutely okay to bend your knees. Now plant your right hand into the floor. We're going to reach that left hand back for the outside of your right ankle. So we're doing a little twist here. And then use that grip to pull your left shoulder underneath your right arm. It's not going to get all the way, that's fine. We're just increasing that twist for the thoracic spine, getting a big shoulder move here. Keep breathing. And then bring that left hand back. And we're going to reach that right arm. Right hand to the outside of your left ankle. Really press that left hand into the floor and use your right arm to pull your right shoulder underneath. Keep breathing. Lots of shoulder stuff going on right now. And bring that right hand back. Woo! Let's take a deep breath in. Walking feet to hands, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, get that long spine. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way back up. Reach up at the top and exhale. Now we got one more little add-on. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Hands down, step back plank. Go through your vinyasa. All right. Take a nice deep breath and you're going to step that right foot all the way up between your hands. This time, you're going to stay in a high lunge. So your foot is back on the floor. That left leg is going to be strong. Now, if the high lunge is just not in your repertoire today, that's okay. You can still bring that knee down. You want to bring it down back as far as you can. We're going to take this nice deep lunge and we're going to give it a little twist. So bring your left hand to the inside of your right foot, and you're going to try to push your left shoulder towards your right knee, starting the twist. So give yourself a little extra support. You're just getting that left shoulder towards your right knee to open up through your chest. Push the floor away. That right arm going to reach back and then up. And again, you can do this with that left knee on the floor. The main part of this is what's going on in that thoracic spine. It's that twist. Keep breathing deeply. Keep your right knee over your right ankle. You also are getting a hip stretch for that left side. Keep breathing. You got this. And bring that right hand down. Inhale your right foot back into plank. Go through your vinyasa. Woo, we're going to do it on the other side. Step that left foot all the way up between your hands and you're in a high lunge. But remember, absolutely, if you need to, just bring that right knee down. That is totally okay. Right hand right next to that left foot. Now keep your support with that left arm, and you're going to squeeze through your shoulder blades. You're going to open that chest up, and you're going to bring that right shoulder towards your left knee. Left arm reaches back, and then up. Trying to stack your shoulders, opening up your chest. Feel your left shoulder squeezing in towards your right, just like the twists that we did towards the beginning on all fours. That right knee can be down. Keep breathing. Lots going on in this posture. And then bring that hand back down. Inhale, left foot back into plank. Go through your vinyasa. Inhale, feet to hands, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, all the way back up. And exhale, mountain pose. Awesome. Let's have a seat. Get your strap ready, your band or your towel, you know. We are going to start with a reclined pigeon. So we're going to roll back. Okay, let's just do this for a second because this feels really nice. Yeah. All right, put your left foot down on the floor and you're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee. Let that right knee come out to the side just as far as you feel comfortable. And then reach through, grab a hold behind that left leg and pull in. Just as far as you feel comfortable going. You are in control of this one. Deep breaths. And then release that down. And cross left ankle over right knee. Pull it all in. And you just open that left knee out just as far as you feel comfortable going. Listen to your knee on that one. Nice deep breaths. Release that. We're going to go into our spine twist. And the strap is because you can extend that top leg out. So first things first, we're going to extend that right leg out along the floor. And we're going to pull that left knee across. And let your left hip come right up off the floor. But shimmy those shoulder blades so they're underneath you. And this is where, if you want to, you can put that strap around the bottom of your foot and extend that leg out to the side across your body. So this is just an option if you want to deepen the stretch. Otherwise, you can just leave that knee bent and stay relaxed in that little crossed over position. Shoulder blades are underneath you. Left arm is reaching out, straight out from that left shoulder, and then turn your head to look out over your left arm. And what this extended position does is it gives you a little more of a stretch through your glutes and your hamstrings. But if it's too intense, just let your knee stay bent. Perfectly fine. And then let your knees soften. Pull it all back to center. And we're going to extend that left leg out along the floor. Pull that right knee across. Let your right butt cheek come up off the floor. Shimmy those shoulder blades underneath you. And you can just leave your knee bent and just let it hang out right there. Or if you want, put that strap around the sole of your foot and extend your leg out to the side. Right arm is out by your shoulder. And then just swivel your head to look out over that right arm. Nice deep breaths, of course. And again, this stretch can be super intense, especially for those hamstrings if they're tight. So if you need to just bend that knee, it's perfectly fine. You're still getting a lot out of the posture in a bent knee position. Bend that knee, bring everything back to center. Pull both knees into your chest and just rock side to side. Alrighty. Rock and roll back up to your seated position. And close your eyes. Let's check in. Do those little torso circles from the beginning. Notice if you have fewer little tight spots, fewer little sticking points in that circle. Let's circle the other way. You may feel like you have more space between your ribs and your hips. And come on back to center. Go ahead and open your eyes. Woo! So that was about half of what I had written down for us to do. So I think tomorrow we are going to have to do the other half. So tomorrow we'll be hiking, backpacking, yoga, the sequel. But if you had something that we did today that you really loved, that just felt so good, let me know in the comments today, and I will include that in tomorrow's sequel to today's class. Take a nice deep breath in. Let's reach up, lift up, get tall. Palms together, exhale, hands down to heart center. Thank you so much for being here today. Any comments, questions, requests, leave them for me in the comments. I love to see that throughout the day. And I really appreciate you all joining me, whatever time of day it is. Thank you again so much. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.
Hey, thanks for sticking around. Oh man, I don't know about y'all. I feel so much taller right now having done that. So we'll get to the second half of the postures. I tend to over-design my classes. My classes should really be like 90 minutes. No, they shouldn't. 60 is fine. We'll just do 2. It's all good. Thank you all so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I will see you again tomorrow.